Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Oh, wow. How much more can Durban take? And Pietermaritzburg, I know those places so well. I went to school in Pietermaritzburg. 4 years. I remember those summer storms with the white ants, those flying white ants that came out in the afternoon and the evening when the rains fell, and oh my God. Those flying white ants were quite extraordinary. I never did it, but some of my mates at school, they would pluck the wings off the flying ant and eat the belly, which they said tasted like butter. But that was in the old days. That was in the old days when the world was still sane. You know, there's one thing I have to tell the young people who watch my videos, that the world has changed so much. You have absolutely no idea. The other old farts like me, they will remember what South Africa was like back in the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. It isn't the South Africa that we have today. And there's no better example of that than what's happening in Durban and Pietermaritzburg. Motorists in Durban and Pietermaritzburg, KwaZulu-Natal, have come to a standstill on Wednesday morning. This follows after multiple protests resulted in multiple roads to be barricaded with burning tyres, rocks and even vehicles. The CBD of Durban and Pietermaritzburg have been transformed into a war zone overnight, as multiple protests in two major cities have brought traffic to a standstill on major commuter routes. Both are experiencing the full wrath of demonstrations, with roads being obstructed and tyres being burnt. Hold-ups on the N2 northbound at KwaMashu, off-ramp on the right lane, vehicle accident on the N2 northbound at Adams Road. R603 is closed at Eston Road on Umbumbulu Highway due to protest action. Hold-ups on the N2 northbound at KwaMashu on ramp in the right lane, vehicle accident. Accident on N2 northbound at Adams Road. R603 is closed at Eston Road on Umbumbulu Highway due to protest action. According to the South African police, the whole CBD of Pietermaritzburg is currently, Wednesday the 15th of May 2019, shut down as protesters stage their demonstrations in the heart of the town. Service delivery has long been lacking in the Umzunduzi municipality, and angered locals have expressed their contempt by burning tyres and forming a blockade on key routes into the city. Church and East Street are both severely impacted, as is Chota Matola. It's not advised you travel on these roads. Umbumbula Road from Pietermaritzburg Old Road from south to Pietermaritzburg Road is closed. Motorists have been turned away as they approach from Winkelspruit. There's also protest action on the R56 at Thornville. Now we know that Thornville had some problems yesterday. Guys, this is what's happening in South Africa. It's not getting any better. Another report on the same issue says as follows. The KZN province, KwaZulu-Natal province, is experiencing major traffic disruptions in its two biggest cities, as both Durban and Pietermaritzburg bear the brunt of protest action. KwaZulu-Natal has become something of a battlefield overnight, as multiple protests in two major cities have brought traffic to a standstill on major commuter routes. Both Durban and Pietermaritzburg are experiencing the full wrath of demonstrations, with roads being obstructed and tyres getting burnt. A protest involving trucks and drivers engulfed the Bayhead region. The Langeberg Road also completely out of action. In a week where the safety of our truck drivers has come under intense scrutiny, it's understood they are demanding better work conditions and guarantees about their security behind the wheel. Other reported problems in Durban include hold-ups on the N2 northbound at KwaMashu, accident on N2 northbound at Adams Road, R603 closed at Eston Road at Umbumbulu Highway. And then they've got an update on what's happening in Pietermaritzburg. Meanwhile, the whole CBD of Pietermaritzburg is currently shut down as protesters have staged demonstrations in the heart of the town. Service delivery has long been lacking in the Umzinduzi municipality, and angered locals have expressed their contempt by burning tires and forming a blockade on key routes in the city. Now, look, I've said to everybody who watches this channel so many times, please start prepping. You know, if you don't do anything else, get water, fresh, bottled water, and stockpile it, because at least that'll keep you alive in a situation where the wheels come totally unstuck. All right, guys, look, for those of you who live in Pietermaritzburg and Durban, I've got a lot of friends who do. My heart goes out to you and my prayers go out to you. This is absolutely tragic what is happening in South Africa right now. Please take care. Now, let's not forget that they're having 2 major international sporting events in Durban in the next few weeks. You've got the Ironman, which is happening on the 2nd of June, the weekend of the 2nd of June, and you've got the Comrades Marathon happening on the 9th of June. Those organisers must be really thinking twice about whether they're going ahead with those events. It's absolutely tragic. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell so you see the little black lines on each side to get the updates, and have a great day. Bye for now.
Sure, you can feel the heat here, man. Take care,